Tonight, from NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas, it's Week 3 of the NFL preseason on EA Sports.
And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Andre Roberts now to return it. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. A shotgun snap for Watson. And his throw here's incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most...
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Wide open, Gronkowski. Gronkowski's going to go. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Rob Gronkowski, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Here's the all-pro returner from 2018, Andre Roberts. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Watson on 1st down. That's complete to the tight end, Akins. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. His throw incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through it.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
He'll wind up being stopped for no gain, and it'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Antonio Brown, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to have good starting field position. He's out of bounds, but not before he's across the 35. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together. He's got Akins, the tight end. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. On first down, it's Watson. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Watson looks to throw again. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. 36 yards on the play.
I think we already know that this guy's going to be ready when they ring the bell for week 1. That play, almost routine for him, but still, nice to know that he's still got it.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running back.
It got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter.
Touchdown! Chris Godwin, 28 yards. And the Bucs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Roberts on the return. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on second down. Watson working the middle, and he's got it complete to Akins, the tight end. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 21 yards. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the third quarter. You're watching preseason football on EA Sports. A first throw here for the backup Taylor. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. That one a first down pickup of 8. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. He dumps it down to Ingram. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll be a second down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And he's into the clear. The 20, 10, 5, and it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone, and you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out, and I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. On the return, Tremont Smith. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Throwing again on second down. Taylor, and that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's going to let it fly. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ross Cockrell, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. 7 yards, the pickup there. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
No, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll just about do it for
easily see. Here are some recommendations to get you started.